If you are a brand owner, come closer. My name is Messi, and I share tips and tricks on how you can become a better storyteller irrespective of your field. Owning a brand is not an easy thing. It's not easy that you have a brand to your name. But do you know that that brand can become better if you just apply this one simple trick I'm going to share with you? And what's that trick? Sharing your personal story. Your brand is not basically just your business. Your brand is actually something that you are known for. For example, in Nigeria, if you mention Linda EKG now, everybody knows that she is known for blogging. That is her brand. If you mention Purpose PD, everybody knows that she is known for dancing. That is her brand. The power of storytelling in your brand cannot be overemphasized because people want to know. People want to know how you got to where you are. People want to know the things you did, the mistakes you made, the steps you took, every risk you took to get to the position you are. And basically everything is a story, the story of your life, the story of yourself, the story of how you brought that brand into what it is today. So people are eager to know. A lot of people out there want to learn from your mistakes. A lot of people out there want to also learn from your successes. And a lot of people out there also want to tap into your blessings too. Yes. So everything still boils down to you talking about your personal story, talking about the growth of that particular brand that you have. So before you start using your personal stories in your brand, these are some things you need to know. Think about the moment in your life or your career that made you start that particular brand, the thing that pushed you to want to start that brand. It could be a challenge that you overcame. It could be a personal decision. It may even be that somebody brought up the idea to you before you started that brand. Because I remember a lady or a woman called Uche Nancy in Nigeria. When I was watching one of her videos, she said that the person that made her start that Uche Nancy TV was her fellow actress. And today, Uche Nancy TV is a brand on its own, is a brand that people resonate with for good movies. So once you remember all these experiences, you will be able to deliver a powerful story concerning your brand. Another thing is to be very honest and vulnerable. Don't try to hide anything because people connect to stories that are very real. Tell them your struggles, tell them your setbacks, tell them your ups and your downs. Maybe before you started that particular brand you have, maybe if somebody duped you, you tell them, you say it, tell them these stories because these are things that people go through. So people will relate to it. If you lost your job or you lost money or something before you started that particular brand, let people know because it is still your story. And with that, you see that people will be very connected and very interested in your brand. Even on the journey of growing your brand, obviously there will be problems. Everything cannot be smooth. You tell them that at a certain point of growing this particular business I have, this was what I went through. At a certain time, there was a breakthrough, there was a turnaround. You let them know these particular phases on their life because things like this have a way of encouraging people who have similar brands to the one that you have. So don't try to hide anything. You structure it in such a way that you let people know that these are the things. These things are things that I went through. These are things that were real to me. These are things that were responsible for the growth that I have today. Also try to share your personal values and your purpose. If, for example, you have a food business and your purpose or your vision and mission for that your business is to deliver tasty meals, you share it to people. People who have that same mission in mind will learn from your story. If your business or the plan of your business or your brand is to become worldwide, people who want to be known to worldwide would also learn from your own journey. So always share your personal values, your personal missions to people. And the good thing about sharing your values and purposes of your brand to people is because it makes people see that, yes, this brand actually has a goal. People will not just see it as something that you're just doing just to survive. Because basically, some people have, for instance, for business now, some people have business, some people just started businesses just because they want to make money. There is no certain goal, there's no certain mission in mind. Now, but if you have a good mission, you have a certain value, people will take your brand seriously. Another thing is to let your audience know what drives you. Let them know this thing. I mean, what is this thing that makes you wake up every morning and show up? What is this thing that makes you, eager to grow your brand, even though it may look as if it's not growing? What is the thing that motivates you to keep pushing, even though there are struggles or even though there are setbacks? So let your audience know why. Let your audience know your driving force. Let your audience know what pushes you to become a better person and what pushes you to make sure that your brand is good. So these are just a few ways to incorporate your personal stories to your brand. It would help your brand a lot. It would elevate your brand and give your brand a lot of growth, because your audience, your listeners, will connect to your story and they will learn from it. And once people connect to something, once people are hooked to something, they would stay there. They would want to learn more about that particular thing. So incorporate your personal story in your brand and see how far your brand will go. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Please don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment, and also share my videos so that I can be encouraged to make more videos. I will see you in my next video. Bye.